All right, y'all. Hey, so I want to go ahead and go function notation. I want to kind of explain some things so really fast. So first, let me kind of show you. Whenever you see f of x or g of x or h of x or j of x or any other letter of x, it is your y. All right, the same case could fall for something like this, right? Let's say we had f of s or g of h or u of o. All right, all of those are still going to equal my y, right? And so it doesn't matter what your variables are, that f of s or that g of h or that u of o is always your y. But in this situation, s would be your x, h would be your x, o would be your x, okay? And so kind of keep that in mind that we can manipulate and change out these variables, but we're always going to be going back to our x and our y, okay? And so if you look down here, I kind of give you a little bit better of an idea of what's happening here, right? So x, 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 right? Y is f of x, y is g of x, y is h of x, right? So we can still write our coordinates out like this, okay? I'm hoping this is helping, but let's kind of come up here and do these first two problems together and see what happens. So we have the j of x or y, right? We could say or y equals 2 of x squared minus 4x plus 6. We are trying to find what is y when j of 3. So x, look what's replacing. J of x, j of 3. J of x, j of 3. X is 3. Look what we replaced, okay? And so what we can do is that all we have to do is replace everywhere you see an x with 3 because x is 3. Replace x here with 3 plus 6. And then what we can do is we can just slowly go through the order of operations. So first we need to do exponents. So 3 times 3 is going to give me 9 minus 4 times 3 plus 6. Okay. 2 times 9 is going to give me 18 minus 4 times 12, or 3 is going to give me 12 plus 6. 18 minus 12 is going to be 6. 6 plus 6 is going to be 12. So my answer for this first problem is 12. So my coordinates for this would be when x is 3, y is 12. Okay. Let's go ahead and do d really fast. G of x equals 3 of x, or 3x squared plus 2x plus 9. G of negative 5 is what? So when x is negative 5, what is y? G of x is y. G of negative 5 is y. Okay, so exact same idea. Let me quickly show you this. G of x equals y, but so does g of negative 5. It still does equal y. So it doesn't matter if you have a number in for x, it still is going to equal y. So let's slowly go through this, right? Everywhere you see an x, you need to replace it with negative 5. Notice how I'm keeping my negative 5 with my number, plus 2 times negative 5 plus 9. All right. Order of operations is going to solve this. So 3 times negative 5 times negative 5 is going to give me 25 plus 2 times negative 5 plus 9. Okay. So now we're here. 3 times 25 is going to give me 75 plus 2 times negative 5 is going to give me negative 10 plus 9. All right, so 75 minus 10 is going to give me 65. 65 plus 9 is going to give me 64 is my answer for this. So my points for this is that when x is negative 5, y will be 64. Okay, I'm hoping that makes more sense, but let's go ahead and scroll down and do something where you see something like this. All right, so what this means is that my y, or my f of 1, my answer for this here, plus my answer for the g equation will be my answer, my final answer, right? So let's find my answer for the f equation first. F of 1, so x is 1. Look what replaced x. 1 did. So everywhere you see an x, you're going to replace with 1. All right, so now we're here. Order of operations, so exponent is first. 1 times 1 is 1. So now you're here, 2 times 1 minus 10. Well, 2 times 1 is 2 minus 10. Your answer for the f equation is negative 8. Okay, so when x is 1, y is negative 8. All right, we're not quite done though because we still have to add to whatever we get to our g equation. So let's do g. G of 2, so x is 2. G of x, g of 2. X is 2. So notice how I'm going to keep my negative sign here on the outside. Okay. So we're going to do order of operations exponents first. 2 times 2 is going to give me 4, but we have that negative sign, so it's negative 4 plus 16. Well, negative 4 plus 16 is going to end up giving me negative 11. No, sorry, positive 11. 12, sorry. Positive 12. Negative 8 plus 12 is going to give us a positive 4. Okay. The exact same process can be made for this down here, right? Except now we're subtracting. But let's kind of look at this last one here. Notice how your y or your g of 3 is inside f of your y. Okay. But first, so in order to solve this, we have to solve this. Oops, we have to solve this piece here first. Okay. So we know that g of 3, our x for that equation is 3. So let's come here, and everywhere you see an x, you're going to replace with 3. Okay? So let's go through this. 3 times 3 is going to be 9, but we have that negative sign, so it's negative